Hello everybody and welcome to season 38 of the Ultimate Hunger Games Simulator. I'm back with Cullen, Austin, and we finally have Dan back for a Hunger Games Simulator, along with your fan suggestions. First off, we got Austin's team of characters that have like dual-bladed weapons. We have Sentinel Prime, Iron Valiant, Theseus, I'm just gonna call him Gog, I think that name's funnier, Pong Krell, Sword Impulse Gundam, Terracotta Sentinel, and Rusty. Then we have our big fan suggestion team. We got the Hornet, suggested by Gab. Shelly, suggested by The Game Guy. Red Knight, suggested by Pedro Rojo. Pepsi, suggested by Carson the Fox. Bertram, suggested by Freg. Preston Garvey, suggested by Sans the Hedgehog. Pingu, suggested by Pro Player Mega. Stevo, suggested by Fat Pigs. Iron Tagger, suggested by Luigi Deathstare. Small Nozomi, suggested by Lady Barbara. Chuck E. Cheese, suggested by the new Mr. Mouse. Vic, suggested by James. Gambit, suggested by Dominic Red. Chesspin, suggested by Catherine. The Landlord, suggested by Juju Games. And The Mimic, suggested by Temmie. Then we have Dan's team of just random characters. He's got Obito, I can't say that name. Obito?
Obito Uchiha.
Alright, Obito, Chicken Nugget, Natsuki, Dan TDM, Hank Hill, Luke the Notable, Joel Helldiver, and Mr. Frog. Then I got my team of also random characters. We got returning champion Susie Deltarune, Leonard, Jake the Dog, Tim Minzy, Dr. T, Ruby Hart, Lunchables, and Ace Ventura. Finally, we got Cullen's team of things that he does not really like. We've got Coleslaw, Gundam Stickers, the Raider Gundam, Daylight Saving Time, the Government, Momo Nishimiya, Taxes, and the French. May the Hunger Games begin. Off the bat, Hank Hill and Chesspin fight for a bag, and Chesspin decides to run away.
Coward.
I mean,
now lots of people running, which is always, you know, most of the people at the start do it. Leonard has a sword. Daylight Saving Time, the French, and Dr. T are working together. Off the bat, Tim Minzy strangles Momo with a rope.
Deserved.
Lunchables grabs a jar of fishing bait while Pepsi gets fishing gear. We got the inanimate object team up. Raider has explosives. Terracotta Sentinel cannot handle the circumstances and dies.
Didn't the thing just start?
The game just started, yeah. You usually don't have people committing unalive that early on. Yeah, much more running away from the cornucopia. Ace Ventura breaks the Mimic's nose for a basket of bread.
It was good bread.
And that was the cornucopia. Or not the cornucopia, the start of the match, whatever it's called. Chicken Nugget, Stevo, and Pong Krell get into a fight. Chicken Nugget kills them both.
Oh my god.
And Iron Tagger questions his sanity. Gundam Stickers sprains their ankle running away from Chesspin. Joel Helldiver attacks the Landlord, but he manages to escape. Luke the Notable stalks the Hornet. Chuck E. Cheese goes hunting. Raider Gundam severely injures Natsuki and leaves her to die. Daylight Saving Time chases Obito. Red Knight fishes. Shelly attacks Preston Garvey, but he manages to escape. The government sees smoke rising in the distance, but doesn't investigate. Lunchables distracts Sword Impulse Gundam and runs away. The French make a slingshot. Sentinel Prime and Small Nozomi work together. Hank Hill scares away Rusty. Taxes camouflage themselves. Dan TDM accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Coleslaw injures itself. Leonard chases Mr. Frog. And Susie chases Gog. Pingus begs for Theseus to kill him. He refuses, keeping Pingu alive. Pepsi bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Rest in peace, Momo, Terracotta Sentinel, Stevo, Pong Krell, Natsuki, Dan TDM, and Pepsi. Small Nozomi fends her fire away from Pingu, Taxes, and Rusty. The Hornet kills Dr. T with a hatchet. The Lunchable sees a fire, but stays hidden. The government, Iron Valiant, Central Prime, and the Landlord are telling ghost stories to each other. Chicken Nugget, the French, and Shelly are discussing the games. Bertram sleeps. Preston Garvey and Ace Ventura truce. Tim Minzy, Raider Gundam, and Gundam Stickers discuss. Chuck E. Cheese thinks about home. Gog convinces Coleslaw to snuggle with him. Iron Tiger, Chespin, and Hank Hill sing songs together. Thesis defeats Sword Impulse Gundam but spares his life. Discussing things. Luke the Notable questions his sanity.
Real.
Leonard cannot start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Coleslaw hunts for other tributes. Obito runs away from Vic. Taxes make a slingshot. Small Nozomi is unable to convince the government to not kill her. Shelly and Susie team. The Mimic picks flowers. Gundam Stickers injures itself. Hank Hill robs Ace Ventura when he's distracted. Pingu thinks about home. Joel Helldiver overhears Mr. Frog and Theseus. Daylight Saving Time chases Chicken Nugget. Chuck E. Cheese picks flowers. Tim Minzy and Sword Impulse Gundam work together. Chespin overpowers the Landlord, killing him.
Oh.
Right now overhere's Jake and Ruby. Bertram explores. The French and Luke the Notable hunt for other tributes. Iron Tiger pushes Gambit off a cliff during a knife fight. Rest in peace, Dr. T, Small Nozomi, the Landlord, and Gambit. Actually, not too many deaths. That's kind of surprising. Oh, Gog forces Ruby Hot to kill either Rusty or Luke, the Notable. She kills Rusty. Vic and Leonard huddle for warmth. Pingu cooks. Mr. Frog and Bertram sleep in shifts. Ooh. Jake the Dog, Preston Garvey, Susie Deltarune, Joel Helldiver, and Theseus track down and kill Ace Ventura.
That's a lot of
Damn.
people for Ace Ventura.
That's how many it took to beat him.
Exactly.
The Hornet throws a knife into Coleslaw's chest.
I see.
Sword Impulse Gundam and Chespin huddle for warmth. Iron Tiger tries to sing himself to sleep. And so does Tim Minzy. Obito tends to his wounds, and so does Raider Gundam. Lunchables cannot start a fire, and neither can Chicken Nugget. Central Prime, Red Knight, and Chuck E. Cheese are discussing the games. The government looks at the night sky. Daylight Saving Time has a hatchet. Gundam Stickers ambush the Mimic and kill him. Taxes cries itself to sleep.
That's
big hunting team. Hank Hill scares away the government.
As he should.
Chuck E. Cheese scares away Bertram. Tim Minzy begs for Preston Garvey to kill him. He refuses, keeping Tim Minzy alive. Chicken Nugget begs for Jake the Dog to kill her. He refuses, keeping Chicken Nugget alive. Susie stalks Iron Tiger. Ruby Heart attacks Taxes, but he manages to escape.
Damn it.
The French tend to Shelly's wounds. Red Knight injures himself. Theseus receives an explosive.
I don't like that.
4 deaths again. Rest in peace, Rusty, Ace Ventura, Coleslaw, and the Mimic. Raider Gundam tends to Susie's wounds. Joel cannot start a fire. Chessman destroys Vic's supplies. In ships. Sentinel Prime begs for Daylight Saving Time to kill him. He reluctantly obliges, killing Sentinel Prime.
Oh.
Mr. Frog decapitates Bertram with a sword.
They just slept in shifts.
Hello, I'm Mr. Frog. Sword Impulse Gundam and Shelly sleep in shifts. 2 big teams here. Or teams. Chuck E. Cheese defeats Lunchables in a fight, but spares its life. Ruby Heart falls into a frozen lake and drowns.
Real.
Taxes Camp is raided by the Hornet, the government, Gundam Stickers, and Sword Impulse Gundam. Joel Helldivers chases Luke the Notable, and Chespin stalks the French.
Oh.
Susie scares away Iron Valiant.
Chespin's gonna take on the French.
Hank Hill was pricked by thorns.
Go, little brave Pokemon.
Leonard steals from Red Knight. Tim Minzy picks flowers. Jake the dog teams up with the daylight saving time. Chuck E. Cheese chases Pingu. Lunchables trap kills Shelly. Preston Garvey forces Theseus to kill Iron Tagger or Chicken Nugget. He decides to kill Chicken Nugget.
I expected that.
Mr. Frog tries to sleep through the entire day.
Oh, okay.
5 cannon shots this time. Rest in peace, Sentinel Prime, Bertram, Ruby Heart, Shelly, and Chicken Nugget. Daylight saving time stays awake all night. Gog thinks about winning. Lunchable shoots an arrow at the government, but misses and kills Iron Tagger instead.
Nice.
Preston Garvey cannot start a fire. Lunchables tried to kill the government, but failed. Gundam Stickers tries to treat its infection. Tim Minzy, Mr. Frog, and Joel Helldivers discuss the games. Hornet defends his fire from Chuck E. Cheese, Susie Deltarune, and the Red Knight. Another Gundam gets lost. Vic defends his fire from Taxes, Hank Hill, and Chespin. Jake the dog thinks about home, and so does Theseus. Telling ghost stories. Pingu cries himself to sleep. Poor Pingu. Mr. Frog Camp is raided by Luke the Notable, Red Knight, Taxes, and Iron Valiant. The French pick flowers. Tim Minzy gets the high ground. Hunting. Theseus defeats Susie in a fight but spares her life. Joel Helldivers pricked by thorns. Pingu attacks Gog, but he manages to escape. Lunchables catches daylight saving times off guard and kills him. Chuck E. Cheese bashes Sword Impulse Gundam's head against a rock several times. Rest in peace, only 3 today. This is a really slow Hunger Games.
Yeah,
Rest in
what's
peace,
up?
Iron Tagger, Daylight Savings, and Sword Impulse Gundam. Lunchables tries to treat his infection. Hank Hill, Gogog, Iron Valiant, and Luke the Noble are talking about the tribute still alive. Joel Helldiver tries to sing himself to sleep. Sleeping in shifts. Susie Deltarune tracks down and kills Tim Minzy. The government and Theseus work together to drown the Gundam Stickers. Red Knight and Taxes decide to truce for the night. Mr. Frog tends to his wounds. Chespin and Jake the dog huddle for warmth. Raider Gundam tends to his wounds. Mr. Frog tends to Pingu's wounds. Susie Deltarune, Taxes, and Raider Gundam get into a fight. Taxes kills both of them. Returning champ down, and Taxes is still alive.
Those are French. I don't like this.
Joel and Chuck E. Cheese receive fresh food and water. Oh, wait, no. Okay, Joel Helldiver receives clean water. Chuck E. Cheese gets fresh food. Jake the dog dies from thirst. I thought 2 people got clean water just for Jake the dog to then die of thirst.
That'd been way more funny.
Theseus picks flowers. And the Hornet has a bomb. Lunchables questions its sanity. The government falls into a frozen lake and drowns. What a way for the government to go. The French discover a cave. Luke Noble and Red Knight split up. Iron Valiant repeatedly stabs Preston Garvey to death with a sigh. Leonard dies from thirst. 8 kills that time. Tim Minzy, Gundam Stickers, Susie Deltarune, Raider Gundam, Jake the Dog, the government, Preston Garvey, and Leonard.
Damn.
The Hornet shoots an arrow into Theseus's head. Mr. Frog starts a fire, and Joel Helldiver sees a fire but stays hidden. Luke Noodle and Lunchables talk about the people still alive. Taxes kill Gog while he is sleeping. Chespin decapitates Vic with a sword. Pingu defends his fire from Red Knight, Obito, and the French. Chuck E. Cheese and Hank Hill tell stories about themselves to each other. Up cornucopia time. Red Knight, Joel Helldiver, and Pingu do not go to the feast. Chuck E. Cheese, Iron Valiant, and the French confront each other but grab what they want slowly to avoid conflict. Lunchables does not go to the feast. Hank Hill does not go to the feast. The Hornet kills Taxes for his supplies. Mr. Frog does not go to the feast. Obito does not go to the feast. Luke the Notable strangles Chespin after engaging in a fistfight. Chuck E. Cheese shoots a poisonous blow dart in the Lunchable's neck, slowly killing him. Iron Valiant begs for Luke the Notable to kill him. He refuses, keeping Iron Valiant alive. The French, Mr. Frog, and Hank Hill hunt for other tributes. Red Knight attacks Obito, but he manages to escape. And the Hornet bashes Pingu's head against a rock several times. 7 cannon shots. Rest in peace, Theseus, Gog, Vic, Taxes, Chespin, Lunchables, and Pingu. We are down to the Iron Valiant for Austin. The Hornet, Red Knight, and Chuck E. Cheese for the fans, with the Hornet having 5 kills. Dan is down to Obito. Oh wait, no. Dan's down to, oh no, Dan has Obito, Hank Hill, Luke the Notable, Joel Helldiver, and Mr. Frog. So Dan's to us 5. I am completely out. And Cullen is down to the French. Alright, we'll rip the dream of me getting 3 wins in a row somehow, but that's probably for the best. Obito gets an explosive. The Hornet cannot start a fire. Red Knight thinks about winning. Joel Helldiver kills the French with his own weapon! And Hank Hill pushes Mr. Frog off a cliff during a knife fight. Iron Valiant and Chuck E. Cheese tell stories about themselves to each other. And Luke the Notable sets up camp. Hank Hill kills Red Knight with a hatchet. Luke the Notable and Joel Helldiver work together for the day. Chuck E. Cheese attacks Iron Valiant, but he manages to escape. Obito makes a wooden spear, and the Hornet discovers a cave. A tsunami rolls into the arena. Iron Valiant survives. Luke the Notable and Obito smash their heads together as the tsunami rolls in, leaving them both to drown. The Hornet and Hank Hill smash their heads together as the tsunami rolls in, leaving them both to drown. Chuck E. Cheese survives, and Joel Helldiver survives. So we are down to Iron Valiant for Austin, Chuck E. Cheese for the fans, and Joel Helldiver for Dan. Final 3.
Oh, really? Dang
Yeah,
it.
you just went...
I lost so many people.
Yeah, that tsunami just knocked you down from 4 to 1. And then the fans also lost the Hornet. Final 3. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The French, Mr. Frog, Red Knight, Luke the Notable, Obito, the Hornet, and Hank Hill. Iron Valiant lets Joel Helldiver into a shelter. Chuck E. Cheese dies trying to escape the arena. It's Iron Valiant versus Joel Helldiver. If Iron Valiant wins, that's a 3rd Pokemon to win.
Damn.
So we'll see if that happens. Iron Valiant kills Joel Helldiver with his own weapon. The winner is Iron Valiant. That is the 3rd Pokemon to win. Wow. That is surprising.
I was thinking it's very funny. It had a very slow start, and then like at the end, it just went, "Hey, what if we just?"
I mean, yeah, when you take that long, that was a 9-day Hunger Games, which is a lot longer than usual.
I guess.
Congratulations, Austin. The Hornet was still able to win, well, did not win, but still managed to keep the most kills with 5. Then Taxes, Theseus, and Lunchables got 3. And then a bunch of people got 2 and 1 kills.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Alright, it wasn't picking up before. My power went out.
Oh, really? Dang.
Yeah.
Alright, did you see who won?
I got in just as you were explaining, like, who has everything that happened and, like, the tsunami that took out 4 of my characters.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you're responding to me, that's cool. And then I noticed that my input device was on default.
I'm pretty sure I heard you, like, asking, like, you just lost, like, saying you just lost a bunch of characters.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Chuck made it to 3rd, so that's pretty good. And with 8th, I'll take it. Also fair.
That's a lot of people to go out all at once.
Yeah, no, we lost quite a few people right there. Like, it feels like a lot whenever, like, one person's, like, near the end with steal a bunch of characters, that's just something that comes in and just, like, wipes out almost all of them immediately. The Hunger Games is like, oh, wait, we have too many people from these districts alive. Let's get rid of most of them.
Yeah.
Because it went from, like, final 8, you had 5 of them. The final 3, you had 1 of them.
Yep. Insane. Hello. My cat is here.
Nope. Say hello to Dan's cat chat.
Protein.
Protein.
That's so mean.
Good thing this is that Corey doesn't win no matter what. That's so mean.
That's so mean.
He's not even here. If you're going to insult him, at least insult him to his face.
Why are you mean to Corey?
Or forgot the outro. Alright, good point. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Hunger Games. We'll see you back for Hunger Games Season 39 with returning champion Iron Valiant and 47 brand new contestants. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.